Okay, so this video is a reminder for myself and for yourself about the power of acceptance and how amazing it feels to be non-judgmental towards yourself. And a reminder that you can just do that right now. Like you right now can stop judging yourself. You have the power to do this, and it will transform your life, and it will just make you feel so much lighter. So first, we just need to understand what the judgment narratives kind of look like in our head. So it's going to vary from person to person. But so for me, it's something like you should be doing more. Like you should be recording more videos. You should make better videos. You need to make more money. You need to work out harder. Just this, you need to do more. You need to do more. You need to do more. And like, it might feel like, oh, that's a good thing. You're pushing yourself, but it's a negative judgment. Like you're basically saying to yourself when you're telling yourself you should be doing more work or you should be doing anything, you're basically saying to yourself, you're not worthy of love right now. You need to do something to be worthy of love. That's what you're saying to yourself. And so every time you're not accepting something in your conscious experience. So you're not accepting the fact that you're anxious. You're not accepting the fact that you might feel shame. You're not accepting the fact that you're actually quite cowardly right now. Like you're acting quite cowardly. You're not accepting these things is judgment. And you're saying to yourself, okay, I don't love myself because of X, Y, and Z. And this is super painful, and it doesn't have to be the case. You can begin to move more into non-judgment right now. Again, you can do it right now. So first step is identifying the judgments and just, seeing how they manifest in your mind, recognizing that they are judgments and that they are coming from a place of self-love. That is completely the first step, because usually we just think of them as normal things. You listen to your thoughts and you just think, oh, this is standard. This is completely normal. This isn't a judgment. This is just the way things are. Like, this is the truth. I am a loser, or I am not doing enough. This is the truth. So your mind and your thoughts will generate in a way where they feel super convincing. So first step, realize that's not normal. That doesn't have to be the case. Second step is kind of this framework that I have, or that I just thought of, made up, that really, really helped me. And that is regarding the validity of thoughts and how to treat thoughts as they come into your mind. So first, realize that thoughts aren't valid. Like they're not actually, like, they don't have substance behind them. Like they're not like your hand or this like massive water bottle. It's something that's intangible, that doesn't really have substance. They don't hurt by themselves. They're disconnected from emotions, actually. Thoughts and emotions aren't the same thing. A thought is painless and without substance. The way I perceived it is when I was in the shower and I was listening to the water like dropping down in the shower, I realized that, like, okay, I could listen to the sound of the water, and it was equally as valid as the thoughts that were appearing in my mind. That might sound a bit weird, but the conscious experience of listening to the water drop and having a thought were equally weighted and are equally weighted. So a thought and listening to the sound of a water drop is equally impersonal. Like you don't identify with the drops of water every time they're dropping. You don't think to yourself, oh, that's something about me. That's something to do with me. You just think, oh, okay, I'm listening to water drops. But then when a thought appears into your mind, even though the substance and the weight is exactly the same as the sound of water dropping or the sound of the rain, you latch onto it. So you don't have to do that. You can treat it just like the sound of water. So a thing that you can remind yourself when you're going through these thoughts and you're kind of jumping onto every thought that comes into your head, remind yourself, or this is what I do at least, that my thoughts are as valid as the sound of the rain. They're equally valid. The sound of the rain and my thoughts have equal substance. And for me at least, this zooms me out and brings me to a state of more equanimity. I realized that, wow, okay, I don't have to take my thoughts that seriously. And I just feel more relaxed. And again, it's a gradual process. You're not going to cure all your neuroses by this simple framework, but it helps, and it slowly allows you to kind of build some distance between you and your thoughts. And another way you can look at your thoughts are as gifts. So your thoughts, you don't control them. Sometimes you feel like you're controlling them, but you don't control your thoughts. They just appear in your head. You don't choose what to think, really. They just appear, and then you're there with the thought. And so viewing them as a gift is like, so imagine like it's your birthday and a bunch of people are giving you gifts. Some gifts you're going to like, some gifts you're going to dislike. But if you're, I guess, a bit emotionally intelligent, you're going to accept all of the gifts. You're not going to go and say, no, if somebody gives you a gift you don't like, and then you just go, I don't want this, take this away from me. You're not going to do that. You're going to accept all of the gifts with some graciousness and some love. You're basically going to be like, thank you so much. Like, thank you for thinking about me and giving me this gift. And so you can treat your thoughts in the same way. All of your thoughts are gifts. Some of them you don't want to engage in. Some of them you do want to engage in. So thoughts that are related to advancing your goals in like a healthy way, you're going to engage in those thoughts. Thoughts about anxiety, social anxiety, running away from your fears, you might not want to engage in. The choice is yours. But you accept all of them as gifts. And when you do this, and when you think of thoughts in this way as gifts appearing in your mind, again, this gives you a sense of equanimity and detaches you from the thoughts themselves. You're just like, okay, that's just another gift in my mind. I don't have to indulge in this gift, but I accept it. So you acknowledge it. Something that comes to mind as I'm saying this is this quote. I don't know where I heard it, but everything in the universe just wants to be seen as it is. And this applies to thoughts as well. Emotions, thoughts, people, children, just anyone. Like everybody wants to just be seen. And so your thoughts want to be seen. When you refuse to see your thoughts, and so when a thought appears into your head and you suppress it, repress it, push it away, that is what causes stress and suffering and a buildup of just pain and resistance. So paying attention to your thoughts, treating them as gifts, seeing them fully will basically help them relax and ease, just melt into your consciousness. They will feel seen, they will feel understood, and they won't annoy you anymore. Like that's all your thoughts want. They just want to be seen. And you can let go of them after. They don't necessarily want to stick around. So that's the insight I wanted to share with you. Hopefully it was helpful. If you need help with work/business, check out the link down below. Also, if you want to join a community of like-minded people who are interested in spirituality and building integrated lives, so awakening and then building a life that kind of serves that awakening and that insight, there's another link down below. And for now, peace and love.